everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about passive income. And the reason that I'm doing this training is because passive income completely changed my life whenever I finally discovered it. I have notes here because I want to cover everything. I'm so glad you're here. So just comment passive or income or hello or just say hi. Let me know you're here. I really appreciate it. So I really did not even know that passive income existed until I was in my mid 30s. Nobody ever explained it to me. I thought that the only way to make money was to go to work and work more hours or maybe get a raise or a bonus, work weekends, have a side job. That's the only way I knew how to increase my income. Is that you? Is that the only way you know how to make money? Okay, because surely I'm not the only person who did not know about this. And believing that, it really kept me stuck for years because I did everything right. I went to school, I got good grades, I got a good job, I was a great employee, I got a degree, and I was doing everything right. And there I was in my mid 30s. My husband was working, I was working, and we were still living paycheck to paycheck. I'm a very frugal person, and we just couldn't keep up. And it was discouraging. And it took me a long time to admit that I was just burnt out from that. It made me feel kind of hopeless. And then I discovered passive income and it totally changed my life. And that's why I'm sharing this with you today. All right. So if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, stressed every month, feeling like, is this just how life is? Right? Work, pay bills, repeat. That's what you're here for, right? So, what is passive income? Passive income is the ability to make money while you're not working. It is whenever you have money coming in after you're done working. All right, that's it. Passive income. So it means you're making money even though you're not working. It's a pretty sweet deal. All right. You can make it while you're in your sleep. You can make it while you're playing with your kids. You can make it while you're at the ball field. Passive income. It works while you're not. A traditional job tells you work, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Passive income tells you do the work one time and you continue to make money. Now, I want y'all to put an emoji in the comments, like a thumbs up or something to let me know that you're like, okay, I'm here for some passive income, right? Because whenever I discovered that, I was like, okay, I want me a piece of that passive income, all right? You do have to make sure that you have systems set up. So you're going to think of it like a system that is running in the background. Even while you're not at work, you're still making money. So nice. Now, I also want to tell you that a lot of people can really overcomplicate passive income. Here's just a few things that people can, beginners, normal people like you and me, you can start making passive income with this. You can start with affiliate marketing, which is what I started with and what I recommend for beginners. Creating your own digital products, Amazon storefront, emails, YouTube videos. You can, I monetize Facebook as well. Investing, real estate, all of those things are ways that you can make passive income. You don't need a huge audience. You don't need a big budget. You don't need to be super techy. You just have to start with simple, small steps. Now, I want you to understand also real quick what passive income is not. Passive income is not get rich quick, okay? It's not magic. It is not 100% hands off. And it definitely does not happen overnight. I want all of you to understand that. I'm not trying to sell you some kind of Ponzi scheme here, okay? There is real work that has to be done on the front end, but the payoff comes later, all right? So please do not walk away and say, oh, I don't have to do anything and I'm going to start making money online. No, that is not what I'm telling you right now. But I am telling you how you can start creating passive income as a complete beginner. If you're already confused, okay, you're not alone. That's normal. Nobody taught me this in school. And if you were taught about passive income in school, good for you. I was not, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Either way, I had no idea. Okay, I had no idea. Your boss for sure isn't going to tell you about it because they want you to keep trading your time for money because you're building their dream, not yours. Most people think you need thousands of followers or some like super awesome degree. Or they might think that because they're older, they can't start creating passive income. And that is not true. All right. You can start creating passive income regardless. You can do all that. Um, I also want you all know that I felt the same way when I discovered passive income. Like I told you, I had not heard about it. I had no idea what passive income was. But whenever I discovered it, I knew I wanted to learn how to make it. But I had no idea how to do it. All right. So I want to break it down in 4 simple steps so all of you will know that you can totally do this, right? So step 1, you are going to create something or promote something. Now, I recommend that you start with affiliate marketing, which means that you would start out promoting something, all right? Then step 2, you're going to set up a simple system that works 24/7 even while you're not working. Okay, you're going to set up an automated system that works all the time even when you're not, because the internet never shuts down. Then you are going to start creating traffic, okay? You're going to start creating content on social media. And even though you create that content one time, people can watch it anytime. Step 4 is when the system starts doing the selling, because people will buy at all times of the day as long as your system is working. Do those 4 steps make sense to you? I hope so. Now, like I said, affiliate marketing is the best place to start because you don't have to create a product. There's no customer service, no inventory. It's very affordable to start. It's perfect for busy people who have limited time, all right? And it's one of the fastest ways that you can actually get results. All you're doing is sharing helpful links, helpful products. And whenever you share those products with people who also want them, you're going to earn a commission because the company is going to pay you to promote that product. Here is some real life examples, okay? Put example in the comments if you're like, okay, Sarah, like give me an example. How does this work, okay? So I started out on TikTok, all right? I started creating content on TikTok. And a TikTok video that I made, well, I know I have one right now going. I created it over a year ago. It still works for me. People can still see that TikTok video and they're still seeing it because it's a good video. And when people see that video, it sends them to my page, to my link, all right? So whenever people click on my link, they are instantly shown my system that runs 24/7, okay? Now, people might buy from that link or they might not. Also, whenever they click on that link, they're going to start getting emails from me. And emails that I wrote 2 and 3 years ago still generate income for me today. And that's the beauty of having an automated system. I tell everyone, I got started as a complete beginner. I always say that my link, my sales funnel was working by the grace of God. I set up a system one time in April of 2021. And that same system worked for me 24/7, even though I didn't really even touch it for 18 months. So I wrote emails one time and I set them up to send automatically. And those emails and that system generated over 6 figures for me in my very first year as a beginner. I'm not promising you that those will be your results, but I'm telling you that that is how you create passive income. You do a work on the front end and you continue to benefit on the back end, okay? And like I said, I started with affiliate marketing. Now, my very first commissions, they were small. They were not big, okay? I think my first commission was like $2.80. It was nothing to get super excited about. But that tiny commission, that email that I got, made me believe I could do this, right? And then if you've heard this story, I'm so sorry, but it's so worth telling, that my family and I had went to the river to watch fireworks, and we don't have cell phone service there. So we were leaving the river at like 9:30 at night. And I checked my inbox and I had an email that said, you just earned a commission. And I thought maybe it was another $2.80, maybe $14. I hadn't made any big commissions yet. I opened up my inbox and I had a $1,000 commission. Okay, yeah. Guys, I barely made over $1,000 after working full-time for 2 weeks. I almost made my husband pull over on the side of the road because I was in shock. I could not believe that I had made $1,000 on a Saturday night. I had not worked at all that day. But I had set up a system 2 months earlier that was working 24/7. And that is how I made my first 4-figure commission. And if I can do that, you can do it too. And better than that, I'll be happy to show you how I did it. I help beginners get started all the time. It's what I'm passionate about because affiliate marketing changed my life. And if you're willing to learn how to do it, it could change yours too, 100%. Now, I just want y'all to imagine something for a second. I just told you my story about my first big commission. So I just want you to imagine for just a second having a little bit more money every month. All right? Like, imagine having your bills come in and your anxiety not increasing. Not that paying bills is ever fun, but if you don't have money to pay your bills, it's a lot more stressful. Imagine not panicking when your car breaks down. Imagine actually having money to take your family on vacation and not constantly worry about the cost. Okay, when I got started with passive income, with affiliate marketing, with making money online, I never dreamed I would be making millions. My goal was to make an extra $500 a month so I could take my family on vacations, so I could go to the grocery store without freaking out over the price of grapes because dang it, grapes are expensive sometimes. And so that's why I got started. But because passive income is what it is, and because there are so many more ways to make money online and to generate more income, it just grew from there. Because in my first 4 months, I had made over $10,000 and I started as a complete beginner. Okay? If I can do this, you can do it too. But that is not me guaranteeing you results. That's me saying you're going to have to learn about it. You're going to have to work like I did. You're going to have to post content. Like, you're going to have to do the work up front. But if you will get started, I'm telling you right now, it could turn into something super amazing for you, just like it did for me. So if you want more information, join my school community. If you are already in my school community, take advantage of all of the free trainings there that are going to tell you even more about affiliate marketing. If you've already watched all those free trainings, if you understand what affiliate marketing is and you want more help from me, just message me on school or send me an email and say, Sarah, I want your help. How can you help me get started with affiliate marketing? And I will reach out to you with more resources. What I don't want you to do, please, please, please do not send me a message on Facebook or TikTok. There are too many scammers on those apps. I will never ask you for money on those messages. The only way to communicate with me is through email and through my school community. Please comment right now to tell me that you understand that. So many people get scammed by people who are not me. All right, I will never ask you for money. I will never follow you back. I will never message you on one of those apps. Okay. I'm really excited that you've been here for this whole live. I really love sharing with people about passive income because, like I said, it was something that I feel like was hidden from me until I was in my mid-30s. And once I discovered it, I couldn't wait to learn more about how to make it. And now that I understand that passive income is attainable for anybody to make, I love telling other people about it. So get started today. Join my free community. Join me. I would love, love, love to help you get started. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And thank you so much for being here today. Bye. God bless.